It's the most contested law to date, with 37 petitions filed against it with the Supreme Court. On Tuesday, the Supreme Court voted to strike down only two portions of Republic Act 11479, or the Anti-Terrorism Law of 2020. The first is a qualifier that exempts advocacy and protests from the definition of terrorism. The High Court said the line which are not intended to cause death or physical harm to a person or endanger a person's life is too broad and violates freedom of expression. The second refers to requests by international groups for the Philippine government to designate certain Filipinos as terrorists. Petitioner Attorney Nery Colmenares calls it a partial victory for oppositors of the law. But more important than what was struck down were the provisions that were upheld by the Supreme Court. The Office of the Solicitor General pointed out that the High Court declared all 58 provisions of the anti-terror law as constitutional. Interior Secretary Eduardo Año said the DILG will just make appropriate adjustments in the implementation of the law. Former NTF-ELCAC spokesman retired General Antonio Parlade agreed with the need to remove those two portions of the law.
It could be abuse. For instance, may namatay because of dissent. Baka ma-charge yung mga nagrally dito sa terrorism law. So hindi naman siguro tama yon.
Other controversial provisions questioned by the petitioners were left untouched. The Supreme Court allowed the Anti-Terrorism Council to designate terror groups based on probable cause and cause the freezing of their assets. Also, Section 29, which allows warrantless arrests up to 24 days.
Shouldn't there be a court proceeding where the court will decide whether or not, based on evidence, I'm a terrorist?
But Parlade said, even without going through the courts, the ATC still makes heavy investigation before they press charges.
Investigation yan. And then there's a lot that you need to do actually before serving a warrant.
Colmenares worries the law is still vulnerable to abuse. The petitioners still plan to appeal the decision, but need to wait for the High Tribunal to release the court ruling. Mobile journalist Jacob Lazaro, We Are One News.